I'm Mr. B, and today we are doing systems of equations. We're going to be solving these graphically, and all systems of equations means system is like more than one thing being involved. Of equations, these things. So it's just solving more than one of these. These are both lines, so I can graph them on my coordinate plane, and the answer to them is going to be where they cross. So, quick refresher, to graph a line, I always start at the y-intercept, which is a number at the end. For this one, it's -7. So I put a big dot down there at -7. Notice how I put it on the y-axis, not the x. Always start on the y, always start with this number at the end. Cool. Now I have to follow my slope. The slope is the rise over the run. Well, this number in front of the x is the slope, but it's only a 2. But there's actually a secret 1 underneath every number, so it's 2 over 1, which means I'm going to rise 2, run 1. So I start at my -7, and I go up 2 boxes, 1 box to the right. Up 2 boxes, 1 box to the right. So up 2 boxes, 1 box to the right. Up 2 boxes, 1 box to the right. And I keep doing this as long as I can. I get as many dots as I can, and then I connect my dots with a line, and I put an arrow. And that's the equation for this line here. Now I'll do my next one. My next one, same thing. I start at my y-intercept, which is +5. Start at my y-intercept, which is +5. Then I follow my slope, which is the number in front of the x. Again, it's rise over run, and this is a fraction, but it's almost easier. Rise 1, run 2. Up 1 box, right 2. Up 1 box, right 2. Up 1 box, right 2. And I keep doing that, and you'll notice this side here is going to be an answer for both. But to show it to you, I connect my dots with the line, and the place where they cross is the answer to my system. They both cross right here, which is the coordinate 8, 9. So the answer is 8, 9. Cool. That's how I do it graphically. I got another example just to make sure we understand what's going on. I got y equals -3 over 2x plus 7, and y equals 3x minus 2. Cool. Same thing. I'm going to graph both of these lines. Start at my +7. Start at my +7. Now my slope here is -3 over 2. It doesn't exactly matter where you put the negative sign, because the negative sign kind of is in front of the whole thing, but it's probably easiest to think of it with the top number. So I'm going to rise -3, which is a fancy way of saying go down 3, instead of like rise and negative, that's going down. So I'm down 3 over 2. I still go to the right. Down 3, right 2. Down 3, right 2. Down 3, right 2. Down 3, right 2. And I keep doing this as many dots as I can. I connect my dots, and I draw my arrows. Nice. For my blue one, I do the exact same thing. I start at my y-intercept, which is -2, and I follow my slope. Again, there's no number underneath the 3, but it's a secret 1, which means rise 3, run 1. Rise 3, run 1. Rise 3, run 1. Rise 3, run 1. All I'm doing is counting the boxes. Up 3 boxes, 1 box to the right. I connect my dots, draw my lines, and you'll see the spot where they cross is that point there, which is 2, 4. Because it's x2, y, 4. And the x always comes first. X always comes first. Cool. The hardest I can make this, or any teacher can make this, is the following. Y plus 3x equals 8. and 2y minus 4x equals negative 4. Okay. These look a bit different, but it's the same exact thing. They're just lines. In order to best graph a line, you have to get it into y equals mx plus b form. What does that mean? It's just getting the y by itself. Here you can see the y is not by itself. There's a plus 3x next to it. Therefore, I can't graph it yet. In order to graph it, I got to get rid of a plus 3x. To get rid of a plus 3x, I subtract 3x. Because by doing the opposite, it will cancel out. Cross that out. What's left over here is just my y. Nice. But if I subtract 3x from the left side, I must also subtract it from the right. Subtract 3x from the right. Now, the trickiest part. What is 8 minus 3x? They cannot combine because they are not like terms. Because one has an x and one doesn't. Therefore, the best thing I can do is just put them next to each other. I can't do anything else because they cannot combine. I like to put the x first. It was like a minus 3x, so I put that in front. That way it's in best mx plus b form. But the most important part there is that they cannot combine. Once I have the y by itself, now I can graph this. Start at my number at the end, start at my 8, and follow my slope. Down 3, and there's a secret 1 underneath. So down 3 over 1. Down 3 over 1. Down 3 over 1. Down 3 over 1. And I keep going, counting my boxes. Connect my dots. Draw my arrows. Nice. Just to recap, I couldn't graph it right away. There was a plus 3x next to it. So I had to get rid of that plus 3x by subtracting it. If I do it to one side, I do it to the other, and now my y is by itself. Same thing here. Is my y by itself? No. There's this annoying negative 4x next to it. How do I get rid of a negative 4x? I do the opposite or the inverse of negative 4, which is plus 4. But if I do it to one side, I must do it to the other. Trickiest spot, can negative 4 and plus 4x combine? No. One has an x, one doesn't. So what can I do? Nice. The best thing I can do is just put them next to each other. 4x and the minus 4. They do not combine. I just put them next to each other. I like to put the x first. That way it's in form y equals mx plus b. Cool. Now, is my y by itself? Not exactly. There's a 2 in front of it. I need it just to be the y. There's a 2 in front. How do I get rid of a 2 in front? I'm going to divide by 2. Because 2 divided by 2 will leave me with exactly 1y. However, if I divide by 2 on the left, I must divide by 2 on the right. Should I keep this blue? 4 divided by 2 is 2x. Negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. Now I have my y by itself. I can fully graph this. I start at negative 2, because that's my number at the end, and I follow my slope, which is up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. And I keep going, up 2 boxes over 1. Connect my dots, and I see they cross right here, which is the point x is 2, y is 2. So 2, 2 is my coordinate, my solution, the spot where they cross. Hope that makes sense.